At the heart of this communication are neuronal protein complexes. Complexes that act like microscopic messengers, ensuring everything runs smoothly. One of the key players, synaptic vesicles, tiny bubbles packed with neurotransmitters, are ready to leap into action. When it's time to send a message, these vesicles fuse with the presynaptic plasma membrane, releasing their chemical cargo into the synaptic cleft. Neurotransmitters then bind to receptors on the postsynaptic neuron, like AMPA receptor subunits, passing along signals that ripple through our nervous system. It's a finely tuned dance orchestrated by synaptic proteins like synaptobrevin, syntaxin, and synaptosomal-associated protein 25, collectively forming a complex that facilitates vesicle fusion. But what happens when these proteins work harmoniously? Many are hydrophilic, balancing interactions in the watery environment of the cell. Sometimes, however, things get tangled. Misfolded proteins can lead to amyloidogenesis, forming insoluble ligands that aggregate into tetrameric structures. These homotetrameric aggregates can be problematic, especially when they form in the orbital frontal cortex, potentially contributing to neurodegeneration. Neuronal health relies heavily on the actin cytoskeleton, a dynamic framework that modulates cell shape, motility, and even neuronal differentiation. Actin isoforms and their modulation are essential for processes like cell migration, intercellular connections, and the development of dendritic spines, which are tiny protrusions on dendrites that receive synaptic input. Proper organization of the actin cytoskeleton supports neuron-glial interactions and myelination of axons, which is crucial for efficient neural signaling. Within this complex environment, various isoforms of proteins like neurexin, an important neuronal transmembrane protein, play special roles. Polymorphisms in these proteins can influence neural signaling pathways, potentially leading to complex dysfunctions. Presynaptic overstimulation might cause an overload of activity, disrupting normal function and possibly contributing to neurodegenerative disease. In the grand scheme, neurons form elaborate intercellular connections, with axons extending to communicate over long distances. While the soma acts as the cell's command center, the axonema or axonal membrane is essential for transmitting electrical signals, working hand-in-hand with the complex array of synaptic proteins to keep neural signaling swift and precise. So, next time you think about your brain's incredible capabilities from learning and memory to feeling and dreaming, remember the tiny protein complexes, fusion events, and cytoskeleton dynamics that make it all possible. For now, let's marvel at the remarkable molecular symphony happening within each and every neuron.